Namaste, my dear friends, my dear gods, and my dear masters. Today, in 21 ITP Batch 9, let us look into another new law of clarity. We are very fortunate that we are able to discuss, know, revise about different laws of spirituality every day, one by one. There is no hurry, there is no worry. Let us all take only one at a time, focus on it, perfect it, then we can move to the second. Every day when we come to know about a new law, the next 24 hours, if you can focus on it, then you will know how much we are able to follow or understand that particular law. Law of clarity clearly tells you that the thoughts which we have has to be very clear, that is from the mind, and the intentions has to be very clear, that is from your emotions. These are very essential for manifesting whatever you want, for creating whatever you want, thoughts and intentions. Pure thoughts, and clear intentions. Why you want to do, what you want. Clear vision is very important. Take an opportunity to go and ask whoever you meet for the next 24 hours. Ask them, what do you want in life? You will be surprised. You will be really surprised to see very, very few have a clear thought and clear intention what they exactly want. They will blabber. They will think. When I did this exercise, I got actually more clarity. That nobody has clarity. That motivated me to have more clarity. The most shocking of all is when I asked about the goal, one guy asked me, what is a goal? Should we have goals? Surprising answers we always get when we do it as an exercise, not to criticize others or not to feel you are great or I am great, just to understand and give more experiences. I'll tell you a story at the end, then you will understand why we have to go and do a small survey on everything we know. When the mind is cluttered, we block the flow of energy. Cluttered minds. Every day I meet a lot of people, but very, 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 very rarely I see clear mind people. Every mind is either boomed or doomed. It's always clutters of thoughts, fear, anxiety, others' thoughts. Always, always, always. The motor is running to an extreme where even unconsciously that motor is running, even the sleep, the motor is running. The mind is cluttered. Then how could the energy flow? How could our manifestation happen? When there are more clutters, the energy get obstructed. When you do regular meditation, you get a lot of clarity and also all the clutters gets removed. Without meditation, whatever you do, the clutters won't get removed. The first and foremost thing we must have is clear thought and a clear intention. Then you must understand the clarity of purpose. Why? We all attending this session. Why? We wake up in the morning. Why? We go to office. Why? We do meditation. Why? You must have a crystal clear thought patterns and intentions. When I ask most of the students why they have chosen particular stream of education, mostly they say, this is what I got. And people are living their lives. When I ask them why these particular choices, many don't have answers. They don't have clarity. The first and foremost thing, what we must develop in our life is clarity. Whenever there is a confusion, take it as an opportunity to seek more clarity. Don't live with confusion. In any subject or any area, if there is a confusion, it means there is a more scope for greater clarity. First, you must understand the purpose, why we are born, and second, in which direction we must go and take our life. Meditation helped me to understand my purpose and in which direction, under what principles I need to lead my life. We must cleanse two things. One is negative thinking, second is negative emotions, because they don't help us to manifest anything. When you get negative emotions, ignore it. When you get negative thoughts, ignore it. Do not fight with it. When you do more meditation, these things surface and then they vanish once for all. When you speak with someone, when they communicate with you very clearly and effectively, it is a sign that particular person have a lot of clarity in life. Today, one guy walked into my office. He came with some business proposal. I said, okay, I just want to hear what he wants to say. He spoke for 10 minutes and he left. There's absolutely no clarity on what he wants. And he is a regional head. That was the most funniest thing. When he gave the card, I thought he will have a lot of clarity because he's in such a high position. But somehow people go to different levels. I don't understand. But small things, they won't be able to present. Nothing to criticize him, but I understood. When we want to talk anything clearly, it has to be very clear. The mind and the intentions has to be very clear. If there is a clutter, if the mind says something, your intentions were different, what you deliver will literally fail. One more thing is about the boundaries. I again had this discussion with one co-meditator who came to office today. He do some other meditation, don't want to name it. I said, do you have boundaries there? He said, no. That is why they suffer. They don't have boundaries. They don't know what they are doing, where they are going. I said, we have boundaries here. Our 18 principles are the boundaries. Well defined, well architected. So when you know your boundaries, you play and you feel contented, not controlled. When there is no boundary, you are just lost. Sometimes boundaries tells you you have to come back. And it will help you to have a healthy relationship with everybody. Otherwise, we cross our boundaries. Every moment, people want to make decisions. If you listen to your mind alone and take decisions, the mind is highly influenced by others' thoughts, others' words. One must start connecting to his higher self. Then, when you get intuitions, then taking a decision is very easy for you. Most of the time, what we miss is the bigger picture. I always see the full picture first, on anything and everything. Even if I want to write a book, the first and foremost thing I do is I see what is the size of the book, how many pages, how many chapters, color or black and white, which kind of paper, what kind of content, where I'm going to publish, how I'm going to take it to people. That bigger picture clarity one must develop. Only then you should get into tasks. Law of clarity demands that. First, understand the bigger picture of everything, and then you will know what role you must play at what stage. Fear of anxiety, fear of unknown will pull you back. Yes, when you venture into something new which you don't know, you will not have clarity. But over the time, you will get clarity. You must give time. You must give time. The more we get clarity, we will also understand what unnecessary things we are doing. We will let them go. Whoever is unnecessary in our life, we will let them go. A lot of unnecessary things goes away the more you get clarity. You will know where to give time, where not to give time, what to eat, what not to eat, when to eat, when not to eat, what to do, what not to do. Everything you will be clear. You will understand your strengths and area of improvements. I won't call anything as weakness because that very word will pull your soul down. Strengths and area of improvement. Even that you must have clarity. The more self aware you are, you know about yourself. I always wait for the answers from my soul before I use my mind. For any question or any decision, I hold for a few seconds to see if I'm getting any inner message. Most of the times I get, and those are always the perfect guide. We must be very clear on the core values, principles in our life. Then we must align our life according to it. Then we get more energy and we will be very clear on what to do, what not to do at every stage. The more and more your clarity increases, you will understand more about you, deeper understanding. The more you understand, whatever you do, you will do it with full confidence and self esteem. At the end, balanced life is what we all talk about. Balanced and fulfilling life. If we don't have clarity, if we lack clarity, we live in confusion, we live in chaos. The body, the mind, the emotions, and the energy, soul, everything has to align. We have to understand the anatomy of the spirituality. We have to understand about ourselves. The more you understand, the more clear you are why you are born, what you have to do, what you should not do, and you live a quality life. Otherwise, there is only quantity. Let me tell you a story. There lived a king, King Prakashana. He had a son. His name is Siddhartha. The king Prakashana is getting old. he want to hand over the kingdom to his son Siddhartha. But this king is a very wise king. He wants his son to understand certain things before the kingdom is handed over. So he calls his son and says, I'm going to give you an exercise to do. The son Siddhartha asks, yes, father, what do you want me to do? I'm ready at your disposal. He says, go to the kingdom, spend few days among the people. Disguise. Don't reveal that you are king's son, that you are a prince, and people won't reveal everything to you. Go in disguise. Be with them. Talk to many people, as many people you can, and understand and come with one answer, which is the most important in life. The prince thinks, okay, it's very simple, which is most important in life. Then he goes and start talking to group of people. The first group says, wealth. Wealth is the first and fourth important thing. Rest all are next. Then the prince thinks, okay, I got the answer. But he remembers his father said, we need to talk with so many people, not just few. He goes to the second group of people and asks, which is the most important thing in life? They say, health is more important than wealth. And this fellow now is confused. One group says health, another group says wealth. Still, he goes deep into the kingdom. He speaks with few people. There, they tell him, power is more important than health and wealth. Well, now he has three things: health, wealth, and power. Then he moves on to the fourth group and he speaks to people. They tell him knowledge is more important than health, wealth, or power. By listening to more answers, the prince started wondering which is the most important. He got confused. He comes back to the kingdom and he goes to his father and says, I have met many people and I got multiple answers. Sorry, father, I'm very much confused. I don't know the answer, what you are seeking. Some says health, some says wealth, some says it's power, and some says it's knowledge. The king says, the most important and powerful thing is clarity. And when you meet four different groups, you got four different answers. I want you to do this exercise because I want you to understand that everybody have their own opinions. And you must respect everybody's opinion. With this, the prince became a wise prince. He started accepting and seeing people that not everybody is same. That clarity he gets. And once the prince becomes a king, he became one of the best rulers because with this experience, he has clarity that everybody will have their own opinions, own way of seeing life and things. Such a beautiful story. I remember my guru, Brahmashi Patriji, once told me, nobody is right, nobody is wrong. If he is wrong, then you are wrong. If he is right, then you are right. What he means to say there is, according to everybody's perspective, everybody is always right. Nobody will say I am wrong. Everybody will say they are always right. From their perspective, from their soul point of view, from their understanding. So we must respect everybody's point of view. This is the story of law of clarity. 24 hours, spend time, ask people whoever you meet, just ask them, what do you exactly want in life? Then you will understand how many people are living with a very clear thought and very clear intentions. Not to pinpoint them, not to demotivate them, but as a thesis, as a research, do this. So you will understand what everybody lacks. And so it will motivate you to get more clarity in life. Like how the king asked his son to go around the kingdom. I request all of you to don't go around the kingdom. When you're going to the office or market or a business place, just ask people what they want. When they speak, then you will understand how many people are really crystal clear. Thank you, my dear friends.